So, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Stephen Ray. I'm an actor and a director. Originally, I came from Auckland. That's where I grew up, did all my early work there, went off to Britain, worked there for quite some time as a very young actor. We didn't really have professional theatre in this country then. By the time
Mm,
I'd got back, we did, and I worked at the Mercury in Auckland, at Central Theatre, lots of early television work. I was posted in Dunedin for a while with the children's television unit. So
mhm.
I lived in Dunedin for a few years working on that project. I work all around New Zealand. I've gone back and forth to Britain. I work in Australia, New Zealand. Whoever wants to hire me, I'm available for work.
So, is this quite different to what you've done before?
Well, it's sort of it is in the sense that it's a solo piece, and
Right.
I've never done solo work before. So that was a challenge. But I approached it like I approach all my work and just steadily worked at it. And I was able to do that over quite a long period of a few months,
Mm.
gradually learning it. I was living house sitting in a beautiful part of the country, so I could just walk up the beach. I could do the play to the elements, and
Wow.
that was really, really good. Originally, I thought I would probably just tour it around New Zealand to small communities, provincial New Zealand, hoping to really get on to one of the arts on tour programs or something like that. But of
Mhm.
course, with all the recent funding that's been cut, that's not happening anymore. Circa coming, coming forward and saying, we'd love you to do it here in Wellington and
Mm.
in our theatre, that suddenly put into a real theatrical sort of space. For the season in Dunedin, I'm just doing it in a room.
Yeah.
And I'll step out of the crowd and just start.
Why do you art?
I've never questioned why I've done it. I
Mm.
just do it. The drive has been a very internal thing in me. It's just taken me from a young child. And I think really it's about about wanting to communicate and for people to somehow recognize me. No, I don't mean that in a worldly way.
Yeah.
I mean to just see me. I was an adopted child. I think the journey of that to where I've more recently, after all these years, met up with my birth siblings.
Oh, wow.
Um, because and it's what I found when I met my parents some years ago was that my birth mother had married my birth father 5 years after I was adopted. And I think that's something that remained in me for a long time. And I think this
Mm.
whole thing of putting myself out there and finding a way to talk and speak and live lives all came from that somehow.
What does the Dunedin Fringe Festival mean to you?
I think it's an opportunity to bring in some really new, interesting work. I did one of the last shows at the Fortune, actually in Dunedin. Those theatres have a basic program that they're trying to meet the expectation of an audience.
Mm.
Here, we're going to present things that's not the criteria.
Yeah.
It's something like there's a whole new experience available to us in this situation.
Yeah.
So I hope I hope there's a varied enough program that people are going to be really excited by it, will want to go and, oh, I've seen that. Oh, I want to see that now because that was really interesting. It just
Yeah.
builds on itself. So I really hope we can achieve that.